Let's talk about one of the biggest financial questions. Should you rent or buy? So I'll make it easy for you guys. Suppose there are two friends, Amit and Rahul. Rahul decides to buy a $750,000 house for himself and his family, but Amit likes flexibility more, so he decides to rent a house for his entire life and pays $2,500 a month for rent for his house. Rahul buys a $750,000 house with a 20% down payment. That's $150,000 upfront. He takes out $600,000 mortgage at 5% interest rate for 30 years. His mortgage payment is $3,220 per month. Add $500 for taxes, insurance and maintenance, and Rahul's total monthly cost is $3,720. Amit starts by paying $2,500 monthly in rent, but let's assume his rent increases by 3% every year. Now, what will happen after 30 years? Let's find out. So in the first year, Rahul paid $44,640 towards mortgage and other housing expenses, and Amit just paid $30,000 for his rent. Fast forward to 5 years later, Rahul has spent $223,256 on his home, including mortgage and other expenses. Amit, on the other hand, has just spent $159,000 on rent. But Amit's rent has increased to $2,895 a month, while Rahul's mortgage stayed the same. After 10 years, Rahul would have spent $446,512 on his home. Amit has spent just $343,000 on his rent, saving him almost $103,000 more as compared to Rahul. Amit's rent is now $3,351 per month, while Rahul still pays $3,720. Now, we are 15 years in. Rahul has paid $669,000 in total. Amit, on the other hand, has paid $557,000 in rent. By year 20, the numbers look like this. Rahul has spent $893,000 on his house, while Amit has spent $806,000 on his rent. After 25 years, here's where they stand. Rahul has paid $1,116,000 for his home, while Amit has paid $1,093,000 on his rent. Amit's monthly rent is now $5,225 per month due to inflation and rising rent prices. Finally, after 30 years, Rahul has spent $1,339,000, but he owns the house now. And Amit has spent $1,427,000 on rent and owns nothing. So Rahul spent over $1.3 million, but now owns a home that could be worth $2.5 million if it appreciated by 5% annually, which means he made a profit of whopping $1.2 million. Amit, on the other hand, spent $1.4 million on rent but doesn't have an asset to show for it. He has nothing, so he has made a loss of $1.4 million. So what do we learn from this? Is renting bad? I don't think so. Because everybody has different goals. For example, if you don't want to live in a country for a long time, then why buy the house? It's better if you invest the savings from renting, you could grow your money. But if you don't do that as well, you'll end up spending more in the long run. So, renting is not bad, but buying a house is always the best option. Here are the top 5 reasons why I believe buying a house is 100 times better than renting. Number 1. When you buy a house, each mortgage payment increases your ownership in the house. Over the time, the house can appreciate in value, making it a valuable asset. Number 2. Fixed monthly payments. In most of the cases, your monthly mortgage doesn't change drastically. So while rent will keep on increasing, your mortgage will remain almost the same. Number 3. Long-term investment. Real estate generally appreciates over time, meaning longer you own a home, the more valuable it becomes. Number 4. Personal freedom. When you own a house, you can customize it to however you like. Paint the walls, renovate the kitchen, or add a deck. Number 5. Security and stability. Owning a home provides a sense of security and long-term stability. You're not at the mercy of your landlord who may raise the rent or ask you to move out. It creates a stable environment, especially if you have kids or want to stay in one place. But what do you think? Is it better to rent or buy? Share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe.